I am laughing because the guys behind the screen are making me laugh. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Right to Recite. I am Belal, your brother from another mother, beginning with Bismillah. Today, we are covering the fourth verse of Surah An-Nas. If you are coming in as your first video, that's cool. You can roll right in. Just remember to begin with Bismillah, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. But because we're starting in the middle of the verse, you want to begin with A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim. That's a note for a different time. But always seek refuge and protection in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from ash-shaytan, the one who's trying to deceive you and is rejected and has no hope for success. But anyway, the way we're going to do this is this. I want you to grab a pencil. This is a pencil. It's a digital pencil, Apple Pencil, not sponsored. I'm using a digital device. So this way, as I write, you can see it. Consider me your bald Bob Ross. What you see is what you get. Get yourself a pencil, get yourself a paper, and simply follow along. No pressure, no expectations. Let's get started. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. We already did قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله-Nas. Today we're doing من Sharril Waswasil Khannas. And so let's get started with the skeleton structure. We do meme, then noon, and then we're going to do the seen, and then the sheen, and then the ra. Now keep in mind, we're doing the skeleton first. We'll come back to the dots and the a-e-us and the strong signs and the stress signs and the stretches and all that stuff as we complete the pass. So min sharri, right? And then we do the next one, which is al-waswasi. So we do alif, lam, wow, and then we do seen, wow. That's a very poor looking wow. And then alif and seen, al-waswasi. And then we do the next word, which is al-Khannas. So we do alif, kha, alif, lam, and then kha, and then noon, and then alif, and then seen, al-Khannasi. So now that we've got the entirety of the text written down, as you can see, I don't know how to write straight, and that's okay. If you got lines in your notebook that might help you, I am anti-line, and so I have a dot matrix grid in front of me, and I like working with that. And even with the dot matrix, I'm not keeping it straight, but that's okay. Now, let's do the dots. Where is the first dot? If we look here, let's start with min, right? There's a dot right on top of the noon. And so let's punch into the noon right here. And then let's draw our dot. An-Nas. No, min sharri. No, we got the sheen. Sheen's got 3 dots because we like our, these are the dreadnoughts from It. If you're not familiar, that's okay. It was a movie I saw when I was a kid and it scarred me for life. Pennywise the clown is no joke. There is no dot in al-waswasi. Then we can move on to al-Khannas. So let's move right into al-Khannas. So we have a dot on the kha, then we have a dot on the noon, and then that's it. Now, let's look for our a-e-u, so we can plan each move. So there is a e on the meme, then we do sharri, so that is, there's a, and then there's e. So let's do a, and then there's e. Min sharri al-waswasi. So right here, there is a on the wow, another on the other wow, and the e on the seed. So wa, si. Let's move on to the next. Then we have here al-Khannasi. A, e. Khanasi. Now let's look for our rest signs. There's no rest sign here. Although we are connecting it, technically we'll say min sharri, but there's no actual rest sign written, so we're not going to write it. We move on to this one, sharri. I don't see any rest sign, but we do see 2 rest signs right here on the lam and on the seen. So let's write a rest sign here and then a rest sign there. Al-waswasi, and then on al-Khannas. So there's a rest sign right here on the lam on al-Khannas. Now, let's look for our strong signs. The strong sign here is beginning with the ra. So right here, we put the strong sign. That's a really poor looking strong sign. Let's erase that. That's not an eraser. Let's try that again. There you go. Now let's connect again. And boom. Now we've got the strong sign on the ra. Next here, do we have a strong sign on al-waswasi? Nope. Now let's look here. Is there a strong sign? There's a strong sign right on the noon. So let's go ahead and put that in. Boom. We've got al-Khannasi. Now, let's look for our stretches. What are our stretches? I just moved that around. So we got min sharri al-waswasi. Oh, there's a alif there. I think I forgot. No, I wrote the alif there. That's cool. There's no need to select anything. So al-waswasi. And then we've got al-Khannasi. So there's no stretches really in the indicative form on the text as you can see here. So al-Khannasi, are there any other additional signs? Well, let's look here. Min, no. Sharri, no. Oh, look at that. We got the tadpole here right on the alif. So let's go ahead and put that tadpole in. That's a really poor looking tadpole. I just erased the rest sign as well. So put the rest sign here. Let's do the tadpole. That's close enough, right? Al-waswasi. Now, what do we have here? We have another tadpole on top of this alif, or aka A-leaf, because we're coming at you with from A-leaf, Southwest A-leaf, Texas, aka SWAT. The reason I'm saying that is because we are concluding the verse here. Min sharri al-waswasi al-khannasi. Min sharri al-waswasil Khannas. You wrote the whole verse. Amazing. Isn't that so cool? Of course it is. So, I want you to go ahead and celebrate this moment. Take a pause, look at your work, smile, and let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. I'll see you soon.